Hey folks, Cody here, back with another beginner-friendly bluegrass guitar lesson. I went to school for bluegrass music at East Tennessee State University's Bluegrass and Old Time Country Music program. I remember years and years ago, Mom was like, "What are you gonna do with a bluegrass degree?" And I was like, I don't know. But here I am on YouTube making it super simple for you. I understand how difficult this style of music is, how most people go too fast. I'm going slow. So if you're into that sort of thing, subscribe right here. We are working out of the D position today, one of three main keys or positions that we play with or play out of in bluegrass music, all right? So keep that in mind. I'm gonna come back to that here in a second. But this lick starts off with a bit of pull-off power from our pointer finger. All right, so put that on the first fret of the B string, and then on the second fret, I've got my middle finger on the G string, all right? We're going down, up to make this first part happen, okay? Here's how it sounds. All right, really cool, sort of dissonant, bluesy sound. I'm down on the G string. All right, then pulling off, and I'm repeating that. I'm pulling off on an up pick, all right, or an up stroke. Okay? Now, all right, so right now you might be hearing some fret buzz on your guitar, maybe or maybe not. I mentioned in another video that it's important that when we are playing bluegrass music, your strings have to be slightly higher off that fretboard or else you're gonna get an unwanted buzz, all right? So if you're hearing that, that might be the problem. The other thing I'll say here in learning this style of music is that you've got to make sure these are really clean sounding, all right? The way that I practice and everything that I do, if it's not clean and I can't do it confidently and it's not sounding like whatever I'm trying to make it sound like, I ain't got it, okay? So that takes repetition, it takes time. I recommend a metronome if you have it, because it's gonna get tricky once we speed up. Okay, so we're in the key of D. Lock the next part into your memory forever, because this is a very common tag, the way we're gonna end this lick, or the second part of the lick rather. It's a very common, just bluegrass sounding couple notes in the key of D, all right? Really important, okay? So what I'm doing here is I'm gonna slide on the A string with my ring finger from the 3rd to the 4th fret, and then I'm going to end this lick with an open D string. Okay, don't think this lesson is over because I'm going to get a little deeper here in a second. All right, so when we put it all together, 2, 3, 4. See right there, I'm not playing it clean. I'm hitting that B string and it's making it sound dead. All right, so just to fix that, show an example here. There's nice and clean. All right. And that last bit, super common, all right? So just make sure you remember that. You can play that different ways with different fingers, but just lock that in, okay? But I wanna show you guys a bit more, okay? So grab that D chord, and I recommend a couple things actually, 2 things when you're practicing this lick or any lick in the key of D. The first tip is to come at it from a basic boom chuck rhythm out of a D chord, okay? Then always try to play that lick out of that rhythm because you're basically always gonna have to do that to begin with, all right? The last thing is throw that D run in. Okay? Great way to always be practicing that lick. If you're not familiar with what the D run is, it's one of 3 common runs that we learn in bluegrass music. There's a tab below in the description. But if you practice it that way, you will get more out of your lick because you're putting like the organic elements of how you're going to have to play it anyway into the practice session, okay? One more time. Just like that. Just like that. But let's expand off of that idea, okay? In bluegrass, you're gonna use different fingers to do the same motions, okay? And here's a good example of where that comes into play with this little tag I just showed you there, okay? So D chord, I want you to stick your middle finger outwards, okay? I might have to blur mine out there. But what we can do is we can play that tag even out of a D shape, but instead of using our ring finger like I just showed you, we can play it with our middle finger. How that looks is right here. Okay, so if you have nice long bony fingers, you might find that stretch to be really easy. If your fingers are a bit shorter like mine, you might have to like bring your pointer finger off the fretboard as well. Do whatever feels comfortable, and really what I mean by that is practice it so much that one or the other just comes out of instinct, okay? That's really the way you have to approach it, because just like if you were learning that bit right there, just what I showed you, you're probably gonna feel some tension like all over your hand, okay? And don't be discouraged by that. It happens to everybody. What makes you a better guitar player, and especially in bluegrass music, or especially when you're playing lead guitar on an acoustic instrument, there is nowhere to hide. It is scary. But if you get used to everything, and if you sort of think about it, the way that I approach it is I sort of have to mentally prepare myself for playing like this style of music versus electric, because there's quite a bit more that goes into it, okay? But the more you practice, the less you sort of have to mentally and manually sort of think about those things, okay? And what I'm getting to is this, that if you're experiencing discomfort, if your fingers hurt, if the tips of your fingers hurt, it's all part of the learning process, right? It makes for good stories. You can go out and tell your friends, hey, I'm learning bluegrass, and it's like real hard because for the reasons I'm sharing with you here today, folks. So I hope you found that one useful. Remember, just in review here, make sure everything's nice and clean when you're practicing these licks. If you're playing out of the D position, always start with your D chord, finish up with that D run. Same thing if you're starting out of a lick out of the key of G. Remember, those are down below in the description. I hope you found this all enjoyable, folks. We'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.